Welcome back to Pumpseidon's Den. Today we're going to be going over the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy X deck, Counter Blitz. From Vigilant Guardians like Auron to the clue-making machines like Tireless Tracker, to Yuna, Grand Summoner passing her strength across the battlefield. This is Counter Blitz, the Final Fantasy X Commander deck where Tidus, Yuna's Guardian, moves power exactly where it's needed until your opponents can't keep up. This is the Counter Blitz Precon from Magic the Gathering's final release. It's a Bant deck, green, white, and blue, built around moving counters between creatures, proliferating to supply them, and building an unstoppable synergy engine. Your commander, Tidus, Yuna's Guardian, does two things. At the start of combat, you can move a counter from one creature to another. And whenever a creature with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you can draw a card and proliferate once per turn. It's flavorful, it's interactive, and it can get really nasty if it's left unchecked. Early game, you need to get counters on the board. Yuna, Grand Summoner, sets them up whenever you cast creatures and passes them along when those creatures die. Auron, Venerated Guardian, brings Vigilance so he can attack and still be available to block, while also moving counters around to optimize your strength. Tireless Tracker not only draws cards with clues, but grows as you play lands. Mid-game, you want to proliferate and protect. Once you got counters in play, it's time to multiply them. Hardened Scales makes every single counter more impactful. Inexorable Tide triggers proliferate on every spell you cast, snowballing your board fast. In the late game, when closing the game, you have your summons, Valifor, Ixion, Mega Sisters, and Yojimbo. Forgive me if I said those wrong. Finally, you finish the powerful summons like Ixion and Valifor, flying threats that close games once your board is stacked. Auron, here, you get a good view, you know exactly who we're talking about. Vigilance plus counter movements keep your threats active and your defense strong. Tireless Tracker, a draw engine that scales into a finisher. Yuna, Grand Summoner, the glue of your counter chain. What's up, little guy? The glue of your counter chain. Ixion, mid to late game flyer that puts real pressure on life totals. Hardened Scales, efficiency booster that makes all of your plays better. Inexorable Tides, or Tide, the snowball machine. Whenever you cast a spell, proliferate. Weakness-wise, the deck's biggest weakness is a slow start. Without early counter generators, Tidus can't do much. His ability completely depends on them. You're also reliant on combat damage for card draw and proliferate triggers, so against Pillow Fort or fog-heavy decks, you might stall. And like most counter decks, a well-timed board wipe can reset you hard, unless you banked counters on something that survives. Now, your best stock combos right out of the box, and some of my favorite plays, just with the stock list, is Yuna puts counters on a new creature, it dies, Auron moves them to your biggest threat. Tireless Tracker plus Hardened Scales makes absurdly large clue makers over time. An Inexorable Tide with a summon spell immediately bumps your board sometimes multiple creatures at once. You look at this and you're wondering, who should play this deck? This deck is perfect for Final Fantasy fans who want that iconic flavor on the table, or casual Commander players who love building advantage turn by turn. It's less suited for cutthroat, ultra-fast metas, or people who want instant combo wins. This is a mid-range, combat-focused deck with style. If you love the idea of passing power around your board and overwhelming your opponents through teamwork, Counter Blitz is worth sleeving up. It's a good play. What is your favorite summon in the deck? And which Final Fantasy characters would you want to see next in Magic? Let me know in the comments section. And if you want to see my take on upgrading this deck into a real powerhouse, stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and watch for it. And I'll try to remember to come back and put that video right here. So watch out for that link. If the video's up, watch for it. It'll be right here. Otherwise, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know which of these Final Fantasy precons is kind of your favorite, and which new set are you looking forward to most? I hear Spider-Man and I hear Avatar: The Last Airbender are coming, and I think I'm going to lose some money on the Avatar set. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.